And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers going for it all. That one underthrown and intercepted. That's the safety, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Throwing on 2nd down, Stroud. And he's forced to just get rid of it here. Now they're going to have to regroup and try again on 3rd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. We're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hall. Call it a gain of 13. And the Jets have a 1st down.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
1 quarter in the books. It's the Texans who have the early lead. More from Houston coming up. A-Rod now to throw on first down. Got a man downfield. It's Devontae. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield. Leads to a big pickup.
First down for Aaron. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. He is in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Zuerlein's kick. Up and good. And the Jets are on the board. It's 10-7. So after the touchdown at the other end, Zuerlein is out to kick this one off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. Inside the 35. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
On first down, they keep it on the ground, and they keep it with Mixon. And this time, they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Oh, a dangerous throw there is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Oliver. And the Jets will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Rodgers on first down. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Here's 3rd and 7. Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So after their defense gives them a gift on their last drive and gets them the ball back and on the field, they nearly return the favor following that dangerous throw of their own. And at this point, they're lucky to walk away with just an incompletion.
They put Wilson in motion. They're indeed going. It's Rodgers. And that is not going to work. Incomplete. And they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
They'll give this to Mixon, running right. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Man in motion, it's Diggs. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. And this one is intercepted. It's DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
A 1st down throw from Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. And for the 3rd time in this 1st half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. 1st and 10. Stroud to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Throwing is Stroud. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Rodgers. This throw right side is caught by Adams. And that changes things. Out of bounds inside the 40. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. A run here with Hall. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked. Only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That's to the right side. He's got Boyd. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and 3rd down. Coming up. Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last 3rd down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish.
And he'll take it on in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll look deep here for Diggs. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Houston.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. no matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Fairbairn to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Texans move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Rodgers now. Throw over the middle, brought in by Adams. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime with just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half coming up. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. To throw is Rodgers. That one caught by Adams. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Open man, downfield, it is Adams. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one caught by Wilson. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Hall. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense, continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and that'll set up 4th down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. But sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the give, this is Mixon. And he'll get this up to about the 28. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the bootleg, it's Stroud. That's complete. It's Tank Dell. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Let's call it for what it is, Mike. I mean, right now, this team is winning in spite of him. Certainly not because of him. And what's really concerning is that's the most important position on the team. And if they are able to hold on and they do pull this game out, it could wind up being one of the most poor performances we've ever seen in a winning effort that I can recall in a long time.
On second down, Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Diggs. And he's in. Touchdown, Texans. His second catch of the game. And both have gone for touchdowns. Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Texans go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. And he will get into the end zone. Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Rodgers on 1st down. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers. And more of the same. Another interception. That's the linebacker, Christian Harris. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike,
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Lambeau. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Black Ultra.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Set.
Love looking to throw it. Throw left side is complete to Reed. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. To throw now. Here's Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, 37 yards. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Hey, 88.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Come out! 26. Look at this.
Hall again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Inside. 26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Green Jack. Set.
Throwing. Love. To swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third down and 6. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's to Kraft, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
In motion left goes Watson. Now Love. Short throw. He's got Kraft. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. They'll send Watson in motion right. Love going to give it up on a touch pass. Gets past one man. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Down.
On play action. Love to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now a 2nd and 10.
Red, yellow, black shot. Ready.
To pass. Here's Jordan Love. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. McManus's point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be knocked to the turf right there as he gets it up to the 43. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate in a box of tissues. To throw is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Take 30. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Yeah, this. Inside.
Throwing is Rodgers.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Past the 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half. And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing. Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half. And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive. And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Trying to improvise. And he wisely will throw that one away.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Now Rodgers. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Hey, take 26. Jump out.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception, Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed, and it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A final shot before half for Rodgers. This one deep for Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the 3rd quarter will start from the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Inside.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
26. Hey, 88.
To throw, it's Rodgers. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, check 26.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
50.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Go to 50. Hey, you block open.
Rodgers now to throw. Taking in left side, it's Wilson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Inside. 26. Hey, 88.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys